Welcome to Make Success Your Lifestyle. I am Vanessa, and today we are tackling the topic of limiting beliefs, but from a really unique angle. So, we all understand that limiting beliefs can trap us, can paralyze us, and often prevent us from taking action, right? Well, there's a crucial insight many people miss, and it's that limiting beliefs can block your path in a very subtle and sneaky way, even when you're making progress, even when you're taking action. So, buckle up because you are in from some eye-opening revelations. So, before we dive in, I want to invite you to like, follow and subscribe, and I also want to gift you my free guide. It's called Imposter to Impact. It's my 3-step blueprint to master the mindset of a successful businesswoman as you shift from imposter syndrome to confidence so that you can attract high level clients and watch your business soar. Just click on the link in the description if you're on the podcast, or click on the link in my bio if you're on TikTok and get it now for free. Let's explore how you can identify these hidden roadblocks. I'm going to share a simple yet very powerful method that has helped me and all of my coaching clients. So, limiting beliefs often surface in a very strong way when we're on the brink of something significant, something new, something big. Maybe it could be a new venture or a big challenge. So, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're about to bring in new one on one clients. Maybe you're about to revamp your social media strategy or even launch a new program. These moments can be both exciting, but also a little bit scary, right? And yes, it is okay to admit we all feel fear. It's a natural part of being a human. Our brains are literally hardwired to protect us. So it's normal to feel a little bit apprehensive about the unknown. There's no shame in it, but you do need to be extra mindful when this fear arises. And you're going to understand why in just a second. So, fear is your cue. If you are feeling uneasy or downright scared, pay close attention. These moments are really ripe for self sabotage without you even realizing it. If you're someone who takes action despite the fear, by the way, congratulations, that is the way to go, then you're already overcoming one type of barrier, right? You're identifying the fear and you're taking action because you know that's what you need to do. However, be very aware that limiting beliefs can still affect you in other more insidious ways because they can strongly influence your decision making in a subconscious way. I learned this through personal experience about 8 years ago. I was launching one of my online programs for the second time. The first time I launched it, everything was perfect. It went really well, except for one thing. I had hired a person to run my paid ads for the launch. After the launch closed, it was a successful launch. I was happy with the results. We were going through the numbers, and I realized that of all the people that joined my program, none came from the ad campaign I had just paid this person to run, plus the investment in the ads, right? So I put a decent amount of money in there. Before this launch, I had been running my campaigns myself. I did not consider myself to be an ads expert, but I was doing a pretty good job. And so I was shocked. I was really shocked to see the awful results that this person got. Still, despite that, the launch went well because I had a very solid list. I did all the other things very well and I got good results. So, despite the fact that the ad investment got zero results, far from losing money from the launch, I made very good profit, right? When it came time to launch again, of course, I did not hire that same guy, but I didn't run the ads myself either because I didn't consider myself an expert. I was telling myself that I was super busy with other things and I couldn't really find another person that I trusted. And the truth was that I was scared. I was scared to throw out money again. So I decided not to run any ads. The results of the launch were okay, but I knew that they could have been so much better. What happened? Well, I was afraid. I was scared to take a risk. I was scared to lose money. And let's remember that even though the ads didn't work, I didn't really lose money when that happened, right? But I was scared to run them myself because I was telling myself, well, if this so called expert failed, I could fail too. So there was a lot of fear. And I was taking action. I did go ahead and do the launch, but I was afraid to take calculated risks because I was coming from a scarcity mindset and from self doubt. So let's talk about the scarcity. I was thinking, I'm going to lose money. I might not make enough money. And that comes from deep seated limiting beliefs of maybe in the past not having enough, struggling with money, those childhood experience that they totally mark us. Now let's talk about the self-doubt. The self-doubt usually stems from subconscious beliefs of not being enough. So, what if I'm not enough? What if I'm not enough to make this launch work? What if I'm not enough and the launch doesn't go well and I lose money? And what if I don't have enough money? Can you see those limiting beliefs working in the background? So here's the thing I want you to be able to identify really clearly. Even if you do take action, your limiting beliefs can impact your decision making. I was taking action, but what about the decisions I was making in that course of action? So, your limiting beliefs can impact your decision making, leading you to make choices that keep you playing small. And that's exactly what was happening to me in that example that I gave you. So, after I identified what was happening, I went for the fourth launch. And this time, I made the conscious decision to trust myself, to believe in myself, to believe in the quality of what I was believing. I'm sorry, to believe in the quality of what I was delivering, to believe in the impact I could have on other women's lives, right? So I went ahead and ran my own ads. I eventually did find someone that I trust to run them. But at that point, I ran them myself. I trusted the skills I had and the results that I had already gotten. And the result is I brought in thousands of new amazing women to my list. I aimed for a spectacular launch, and that is exactly what I got. So remember, when fear shows up, use it as a reminder to believe in yourself and to make the decisions that push you to reach your full potential. Identify the fear, notice what's going on, and don't just go, I'm taking action, I'm good. No, really analyze the decisions you're making and ask yourself, are these decisions keeping me small, or are these decisions aimed at my growth? Aim for greatness. Don't settle for average just because you're afraid. And that, my friend, is how you make success your lifestyle. So I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed a time when your limiting beliefs held you back? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to download your free guide, Imposter to Impact, from the link in the description. I will see you next week.